Okay. Hello, how are we? Hopefully we're doing good. Hopefully we're having fun. It's Friday after all. Let's move this over to where I can get to the videos, the timers and stuff. Hello. Hopefully it's a good day. It's a good day for me because I got my first of 3 packages in the mail. Um, this one being the Archer and Olive package. So I have my Harvest Moon washi tape, stickers, and journal. So, again, I'm not sponsored in any way. It would be lovely if I was sponsored or had an affiliate code for you, but I unfortunately do not. I think I can't remember if I used Mark Your Pages or Jashi Corinne's affiliate code to get like 10% off. But yeah, so I'm having a good day today because I did get the package. I got a B5 Harvest Moon design, and then the stickers, and I did get the collage paper for this collection because most of it is neutral enough that I think I could use it. So this is the first time that I've gotten the collage papers from Archer and Olive, which I would say they're relatively, like within the last year and a half, they're relatively new at doing the collage papers. So the collage notebook itself, like the cover of it, I think I could probably also use. It's more of a cardstock, but I like the grid that's behind it. The paper, like version of that design, does not have the grid behind it, and it's a slightly different gray. It's more of a brown, actually. So yeah, so the cover is like it's a gray. It's like a slightly greeny blue gray to my eyes in real life. And then those don't look that different. They look a little different, if you can tell. Because in the paper itself, it's brown background. But they have a bunch of typewriters and letters and stuff, which I can use for my scrapbooking stuff. And then they have some really cute, like, woven sweater cable doings. Letters. And they have some just like neutral, and they have the writer page. I did not get the writer notebook. I didn't love the color of the journal itself, and every time I saw it on their social media, I felt like the lighting made it look like a different color, and so I wasn't sure what kind of color it would be, but I didn't really love it anyway. But also, look at those. That's from the Harvest Moon like collection or washi tape or whatever. And then again, like very autumnal, like cozy vibes. So I think I got the full. I think the only thing I didn't get was the stamp set. For this release, I got the washi tape, I got the sticker set, and I got the collage paper. And the washi tape, like, I had to have this because they were so stinking cute. Like, they've got a purple background with celestial moons and suns. They've got these really stinking cute lanterns and moths. Super cute. And they've got one that's kind of neutral. It's like a red burgundy-ish with some stars, and some of them are gilded, like the little bitty ones will catch the light a little bit more. And then I freaking love this one. It's a wheat field, but I think it's so cute. Again, I'm not associated, like, whatsoever. I wish it'd be great if they wanted to pay me to to promote their stuff, but I'm not that big of a channel, I guess. But they're very pretty. And then I got the sticker set for the Harvest Moon as well, which looks like this. These are slightly slick. They're not like a matte. But they're really pretty. And then I got the B5, which is the big journal, the same size as my current snake journal. But it's also sort of like that copper, gold, and silver foiling. And it's so pretty. It's on like a linen, so it does have a texture, which I'm sure will catch some dust and stuff. But since it's a darker color, maybe it won't show up quite as much. Also, I don't know if you've got a little bit of a design there on the spine and then one on the back. And I don't know if it will catch, but there's like a little bit of like shimmer in the like linen cover, linen buckram, whatever the terminology is. But it doesn't catch it in the camera, but it's kind of sparkly, which is kind of cool. So it's not like glitter. I don't know if I can catch the light on it or not. There's like, okay, maybe there's like a little sparkle that I can see on the camera happening, but it doesn't do quite justice. But yeah, so it's got the silver, the gold, and the copper foil. And I saw this on their social media. I was like, that one, gotta have that one. And then I saw the stickers that went with it and the washi tape that went with it, and I was like, gotta have it. Gotta have it. So yeah, so that's the first of 3 packages that I'll be getting that are stationery related. Okay, I was putting it upside down. But yeah, so that's Archer and Olive. That's from their fall collection. Probably you can get like the pre-order of their next stock if they're already sold out. I don't know. But yeah, so I was excitedly waiting. I was like, it might come today. It might come today. And then I was like, all right, when is the mail person coming by? So, and they came by just before noon, which is they usually come about 11:30 to noon. So it was great. Nice timing. So now that I have shown you my goodies, let me say hello. Monique is here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hello. You're currently charging your laptop and setting up September in your bullet journal. Yeah, I'm going to have to like decide if I want to use the washi tape journal, like the washi tape for my current journal, or wait to set up the Harvest Moon journal with this. And that's going to be a real hard temptation to avoid using the shiny new pretty. But yeah, after that, you're going to hope to get your novel's total word count to 34,000. Nice. So pretty. Love the washi tape. Me too. Me too. Also, hello, Lynn Stevenson. Welcome. It's a pretty journal. It's gorgeous. And I liked the design of like the writer's desk, but I didn't love the colorway on it. So I was like, let me not spend all the monies. But yeah. So, and then I went and spent more money on other additional stationery things from other websites. So I didn't really save much money. I spent it elsewhere. But yeah, so speaking of spending money, this is a pretty terrible segue, but would your main character spend money and collect vinyl records for music? Would they collect specifically vinyl records? Absolutely yes. Or would they have a physical collection, but not necessarily vinyl? Like, would they collect tapes or CDs or didn't, like, does it, they would collect a physical thing, but not necessarily vinyl. Do they prefer live music and wouldn't collect vinyls for that reason? Or do they just like not care to collect? So that's the sort of getting to know your main character question for today. Is, would your main character collect vinyl records? So, you're answering for Rita. You're pretty sure Tita Marisol has a vinyl record player. Yeah. We have one. We don't currently have it set up though. So at some point we do need to set it up so that we can actually play my dad's collection. So you can kind of hear Tita Marisol saying, my husband was collecting vinyl records before they were cool. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the thing, like vinyl records are now like collectibles again. And so, yeah. Okay. So Monique is going to be setting up the bullet journal and then drafting. I'm going to be doing some editing because that needs to happen. I did write a good bit this week, and so now I've got to edit. And I'm hoping that the editing will go quickly. But, you know, it will go however quickly it needs to go, right? Unfortunately, that is the pace at which it flows is going to be the pace at which it demands. Okay, we need to open the document so that we can start writing when we get to that point. We also need to pull the cats for the day. Okay, that's for yesterday and today, and then we need a card for today as well. Okay, we have the peacock. All right, so for Thursday's cat, we have How Mice to Meet You. We have a cat playing with a toy mouse. Very cute. Just kind of want to squish the paws. And then we have exercise program, not feeling it, feline it. There we go. The cat is enthusiastically saying no or just yawning, like, because it's nap time instead of exercising time. So Monique says, the peacock sounds funny because you're watching Critical Role's latest live show from Scotland. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm assuming there's some sort of peacock joke thing that's happening. Maybe there's a character. I don't know. I'm very much behind on my Critical Role. So I need to do a proper marathon. You just think of Molly whenever you think of peacocks. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so 46 is our number. Peacock, let it shine. When is the last time you shook a tail feather and shined your light for all to see? Within each of us is a peacock yearning for expression, and you are called now to show the world the gorgeous creature that you are, for you are a manifestation of the universe. Come out from the shadows, the peacock says, and show your true colors so that others may be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember you are made of starlight, stardust, and grace, filled with the life force, energy, and sparkling light. You are a channel for divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light and help it shimmer and dance in celebration of your good fortune of being right here, right now. The Spirit wants you to be joyful so that others may get up and dance along with you. There you go. All right. So there's our card for today. And today's the 21st. Yeah, I do need to get cracking on my September bullet journal as well, which means I have to make that decision of, do I want to use the new shiny or do I want to use the 10,000 other stickers that I have? So, but that's not a decision for today. For today, I need to do the editing. So, all right. We have okay, there we go. Just trying to make it all lined up and everything. How many pages do I have left in my current Bujo? So I'm on my secondary bullet journal for the year. So I will be on page like 50, 54, 55, something like that, out of I want to say 120. So I'm doing okay. I've got space. I've got plenty of space. So I can't just pop over. I could, but I won't just pop over into a new notebook. That's not going to happen. So, you pulled the 2 of Wands. Didn't you pull a 2 the other day? Was it the 2 of Swords that you pulled the other day? Pulling 2s. Okay, let's do this. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine. Roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That was the first sprint. I did have to make a phone call as well, but made the phone call. Got that bit done. Yeah. I think I probably deleted like maybe somewhere between 50 and 100 words, and then added another 100 to 200, somewhere in there. So a little bit of editing happening, which is great. So this is in regards to the poll. Your female main character would not collect the vinyl records during the time period of your story. She does collect other things, like people, at other times, but she's a spy right now, so she's much more mobile at the time of the story, which means she can't collect all the things, right? Gotcha. Monique ate some snacks, got up to September 14th, not 11th, 14th, in your bujo. You're also making a space for weekly wins or weekly recaps in terms of media log. Nice. Stacy feels a headache coming on. Uh-oh, so you just got out of the shower. Everything shower will help. I hope so too. That would be nice if it helps. It would be very nice if it helps. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and decide between using the new Harvest Moon tapes or going with some of the stuff I already have. I think I'd like to try and stick with some of the stuff I already have that's sort of fall themed, because I do have a good bit that's like fall cozy vibes. I think the question is, do I want to lean more brown or do I want to lean more orangey yellow or even red? Because I have a whole bunch of like fall leaf stickers, and they would probably pop more on like a dark brown. It's sort of contrasty. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to kind of dig around in the sticker bin or sticker binder and see. But that's not for right now. For right now, I'm supposed to be editing. So Monique did yoga today because the strength training workout you did on Wednesday is giving you some shoulder and back stiffness. Gotcha. Taking a shower also helped for you. Gotcha. Good. Monique says your theme for September is green, brown, and faded yellow. Nice. Yeah, so I'm trying to decide also like how dark I want to go, because I've got where is it? The August theme I had was sort of like dark mushroom, ferns and keys and lanterns. And then the August theme, that was July, sorry. And then the August theme is sort of like browns and teals and greens, as well as some like, I don't know if you call it like auburn for their hair, I guess, pops of reddy orange. So I feel like going sort of dark brown again might be a nice sort of contrast, but I don't know. Again, I also have this whole set of washi tape that I got from the craft store that I could pull from. So I've got plenty. I literally I have way too much. So yeah. So I have plenty. Save the dark stuff for October, November. Yeah, I've got a lot of fall stuff that I would like to use because it feels appropriate to use it during the fall. And so I have a lot of autumnal fall foliage colored stuff. that I'm going to try, I think, to focus on. I think that would be more appropriate. But yeah. Okay. Do I have anything dark blue or dark academia themed? I don't have anything that's the only dark blue I have is like galaxy themed, I think. But I would say that a good number of those like fall under the maybe the dark academia, like alchemy, herbalist vibes. But yeah, the whole set is great for sort of like witchy cottagecore. Good stuff. Good stuff. But again, this is like my whole journal for the second half of the year is the snake one. So feels appropriate to use as much of those washi tapes as I can for this journal. Share screen, rubber ducky, make it big, switch the banner. Okay, why does it say I have an extra tab open? Do I have an extra tab open? I do. Let's close that. Let's close that. You guess you're imagining a fall bookish theme for September. And I 100% agree. That would be great because I do have some stuff for that as well. I have some like books and lace with flowers. And yeah, so in fact, I think I took one of the black ones. Yeah. So I have, where is it? Here we go. So on the corner of so that's from the black colorway from that sticker set that I have. So I have like a brown and plaid version of like that floral book tape or floral book stickers. So yeah, that works. Okay, let me put me back. Okay. Let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to sip on. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back to that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes. Don't forget to do your self promo and don't forget to answer the poll. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Apologies for that. Let's see if we can get the. Okay. Apologies. See if we can get the. What were you? I think we were on the rubber duckies. Okay, let's get this back up. Okay. All right. I think we're good to go. So starting the timer again in 3, 2, 1. Yay. Okay, oh, we're out of focus again. I've done something with my little half sheet of paper that was over there. Oops. I'm catching things. Oh no. We got too much stuff on my desk. I need to clean. There we go. Did more editing. I don't know how many words I deleted, but I did add 120. So 120 to the word count total. So that means however many I deleted plus 120. So somewhere in that range. But yeah, don't forget to do your self promo so I can read that. And don't forget to answer the poll. Heather says hello. Hello. Welcome. Also, apologies. The PC did lock up at some point during like 5 minutes in to that timer, so I had to reboot real quick. So apologies for the technical issues. Kara says, I have new book promos up on Reader's Roost. Oh, nice. Thanks for the link. I'm good, Heather. Thanks for asking. I'm doing good. I got my new Archer and Olive journal and accoutrement, all of the accessories, and I'm excited. Here is the link to yesterday's science fiction, fantasy, news, and interviews live stream with Devin, and there's the link for that. Here's a link for Monique's novel on Amazon, and as well as the link to it on Itch. Becca is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Is it your turn, your chapter as well today? And Monique is almost done with September Bujo setup. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking there's a couple of my sticker binder is only getting thicker as I find more stuff to put in it. Becca says it is my turn for a chapter and your brain isn't braining. Hoping that the sprints are going to help. Nice. I have a couple of, I may only have two. Yeah, I have two of these sort of like yellow moons left for sort of like autumnal colors in terms of yellow. I do have, if I want like a yellow / goldish theme, I do have these. I have potions as well as ladies. I have like these little historical ladies. I want to go that vibe. But if I'm looking for just like fall foliage, that's going to be later in the binder. I do have some like yellow fountain. Again, with the, like, I say yellow because they're either like yellow toned or gold toned, but I have like these sort of like fountain pins and fountain stickers and sort of like a gold and yellow hues. I have animal critters. I have, here's the fall foliage. Okay, so I have this whole sheet of stickers where I have like trees, and then I have ginkgo leaves, and then I have just sort of like random assortment of leaves on stairs or just by themselves. And then I have more on the next page that are still that sort of orange to red. So I've got plenty of stickers. But But then I've also got, let's see, let's close this up so I can flip them. I've got sort of like these tree houses. I've got stacks of books. I've got sort of like flower ornamental. They're hard to see when they're in the packet. I don't know. I've got a couple left of sort of like orangey red toadstool mushrooms. A couple of those. And then here's my sort of books and lace, which has, I could do, where's that one? There's a green, a brown, a black, sort of a gold or a blue. Those are my book ones. What else do I have that's sort of autumnal themed? I've got sort of like Tiffany lamps, but they're not very autumnal. I've got gold and red sort of like bird cage camellias. I feel like that's more like Valentine's. I don't have that much left of the mucha. Muka, how do you say it? I do have these sort of moons left over. But I'm thinking more along the lines of those sort of like yellow and fall foliage page. Just so that I can use them. I do have some washi tape that I think might complement them pretty well. But yeah, so that's sort of what I'm thinking for September is sort of like yellowy orange plus brown. So Funky is here and celebrating that it's Friday. Exactly. Friday. Okay. All right, let's do another sprint because we can. Let's see. Let's do the rainbow record because it's there. Heather's working on editing the description of yesterday's live. You also took a look at some planners on Amazon. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Again, we're out of focus. I don't know. I guess because I leaned back or I turned the camera off when I went to go check on something. So, anyway, how we doing? Hopefully, we were doing good. Hopefully, that was enough for us to get a decent amount done. I think I added another, like maybe 200 words. I don't know how many I deleted or how many I rewrote a couple of times. But I at least made progress. So there's that. Let's see. This is where Funky was celebrating his Friday. Heather spilled coffee on the desk, pants, and floor, but thankfully the laptop was safe. And you had already had about 2/3 of the coffee, so not a total loss. But Funky is sending coffee through the portal to Heather so that Heather has another cup of coffee. Monique says your dad came home with food from 99 Ranch. Sounds like it could be a very tasty dinner. Potentially some barbecue. Heather says thanks to Funky for the digital coffee. Monique is boiling water for grits to go with the meat. Nice. Mom Maggie is with the grandbaby, but has turned on lurk mode. Funky got some tedious proofreading done and pirate mug coffee. Today's creamer mix is cinnamon, coffee cake, and pumpkin spice. Ooh, nice. We actually got some cinnamon rolls in a tube yesterday, so maybe that should be tonight's dessert. I have no idea what tonight's dinner should be, though. I've got some bell peppers and mushrooms. I think we've got an onion I could chop up and do like roasted veggies. Something like that. Yeah. Funky says grand bean. Yes. Yes, the grand bean. Okay, let's see, check out our poll. We're going to hit end. So 60%, 67% of our main characters would absolutely collect vinyl records. 22% would not. And 11% prefer live music. So that's how that falls. Not bad. Not bad indeed. All right, y'all. So hopefully by the time you see me next, I will have September figured out. I also forgot I've got these little skinny mushroom and fern situations. Anyway, so hopefully I will have figured out how I want to decorate September. And hopefully it'll look decent. And that's always a good thing, right? But yeah, so have a good weekend. If I don't see you in the chats, I will see you on Monday. All right. Thanks, y'all. Don't forget to save. Bye.